Dead man, Duco.
You're a spy, Duco. And not a very good one. When I get back, I shall tell my superiors that the French have a special agent in this area. And when my wife catches you behind our lines, you'll die like a dog, sir. Adieu, Monsieur Duco.
Why won't you answer a simple question? Is Lady Farthingale pretty?
Maybe. If you like that kind of look.
Did you notice her, Harper?
Oh, I did, so I did. She's, slender, but she's, shapely too, if you know what I mean.
Harper, I have half a bottle of the best Irish whiskey from the Irish priests at Salamanca.
You speak a word and you're dead, Harper.
I'll be dead, but sure I'll be drunk. May God forgive me for telling you this, miss, but Lady Farthingale was made to strip off naked in front of Mr. Sharpe in order that he'd take pity on her, miss.
When are you going back for her?
Who says I'm going back for her?
You do by not speaking about her.
Withering in my bloom, lost in solitary gloom. It's me to a teapot. My report, sir. I'm sorry we failed to bring back Lady Farthingale, sir.
Never mind about Lady Farthingale for now. What matters to me is that you managed to smoke out that damn dog, Major Duco. Well done, Sharpe. Duco is a very bad boy. Has the ear of Bonaparte himself. Where Duco rides, dirty work is sure to follow. He's scouting for an attack in the north. I can smell it.
Well, we can't be sure of that, sir. And in the meantime, we have Lady Farthingale to worry about.
Wellington's tent at 6. Spit and polish for Sir Augustus Farthingale. He'll want a full written report, Sharpe.
Lancers?
No. Rocket troops, sir.
Yeah, I know that. But they look like lancers. Could even call them cavalry at a pinch. Well, in a bad light.
Lancers? No, sir, I really must protest. We are the rocket troop, not cavalrymen.
Lancers?
That's not what the rocket troop is trained to do, sir. What we do best is shoot rockets. Would you like to watch us have another go at that barn, sir?
No.
Well, we almost hit it this morning, and I have one ready. Primed and aimed at myself, sir. All ready to go.
Stand by!
No! Fuse! Hey! No! No! Oh, dear. Does that mean you'll not be able to find a use for us, Mr. Sharpe?
Oh, I'll find a use for you, Mr. Gillian. Don't you worry about that.
Rocket troop, reload!
So, you failed, Sharpe.
That failure was no fault of Sharpe's, Colonel Farthingale.
I wish I could be as sure, my lord. The fact is that Sharpe was sent for my wife, and my wife is not here. And the court in Lisbon will want to know why. This is a very shoddy affair, sir. And I shall hold you personally responsible.
We may both be held responsible sooner than you think, Sir Augustus. Not merely for losing your wife, but for losing Spain.
But what do you mean, sir?
Major Nan.
I want to make 3 points, Sir Augustus. First, about Adradas. We thought we were dealing with a bunch of desperados, but from what Sharpe reports, we're dealing with a small army, many in British uniform, murdering the Spanish inhabitants. This threatens our alliance with Spain. Second, can you imagine what this will do to the morale of our troops coming up to a cold Christmas? The scuttlebutt tells you there's a Garden of Eden up in the hills, good food, good grog, no foot drill or flogging. Wouldn't you say, well, I'd be damned to it and desert? I know I would.
Disciplined troops desert, sir? Nonsense.
Don't be a damn fool, sir. Discipline is only a rabble-rouser shout from anarchy, sir. Mark me close, Colonel. What do you think the supreme virtue, sir? To the Frenchman in his recent revolution, it is liberty. To the Whig, puffing in Parliament, it is licensed to do anything provided do not disturb his pleasure. But to the common soldier, it is anarchy, to do whatever he please and be damned to his fellow. But to me and Bonaparte, the supreme virtue is order. We are not Whigs. We know that a man may love his neighbour of a Monday and massacre him of a Tuesday unless society keeps him in order. These deserters, if not secured and shot, will destroy my army more surely than Bonaparte. And I'll thank you not to forget it. You had a third point now.
Third, Sharpe reports that Colonel Dubreton told him he was being advised by a Major Ducos. And Ducos is a very bad hat, Sir Augustus.
How do you know?
Why, he's in the same line of work as me, sir.
Well, why should Dubreton warn you about Ducos?
Dubreton is torn between his country and his wife. He would not betray France, but he fears Ducos may attack Adrados without regard to his wife's safety.
We think Ducos was scouting not for an attack, but for an invasion.
An invasion?
They could send a strong force to take Adradas as if they were merely dealing with the deserters. But I think they mean to hold on to Adradas and use it as a funnel to pour their army into Portugal.
Yes, but if the French attack the deserters, we'll kill the hostages.
Ducos doesn't give a damn about the hostages. We need to take Adradas before he does. But if we send in a strong force, the deserters will kill your wife. Oh, I'm sorry, Sir Augustus. It's not your fault, but human nature being what it is and not what the Whigs think it is, you must expect to shoulder some of the blame for this back in London. You know the kind of thing they'll say. How did that damn fellow Farthingdale allow his wife to be kidnapped in the first place? That kind of thing, you follow me, don't you, sir?
What do you suggest, my lord?
Sharpe is the one with the suggestion. He has put forward a rescue plan that is foolhardy and certainly not for the faint-hearted. But it might do.
Well, how do we know the women are in the convent?
Colonel Dubreton's wife is English. When asked how she was, she replied, "Withering in my bloom, lost in solitary gloom."
It's from a poem by Alexander Pope called Eloise and Abelard. Now warm in love, now withering in thy bloom, lost in a convent's solitary gloom. It's beautiful.
The shepherds told me the convent means the upper balcony. It's where the nuns used to sleep. Now, if we can hold the balcony, well armed and with plenty of ammunition, we can secure the women's safety until the crack company arrives. And of course, you will be following close behind with the main rescue party, Sir Augustus.
Yes, well, naturally, I shall be leading the regimental rescue. I don't see a role for you, Sharpe. A detachment cannot be led by a captain. It must have a major in command. Rules.
May I have your word that you will support fully the major in command of the detachment?
Absolutely, sir.
Major Nan, read that letter from the Prince Regent in respect of Captain Sharpe.
Prince Regent?
It seems Sharpe has friends at court too, Colonel. Though in London, not in Lisbon. Seems the Prince Regent read all about Sharpe taking that eagle at Talavera and has followed his career since. Read it, Nan.
George III, by the grace of God, of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Ireland, King, Defender of the Faith, etc., 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 to our trusty and well-beloved Richard Sharpe, Esquire, greeting. We do by these presents constitute and appoint you to be major in our army now in Portugal and Spain and blah, 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 blah.
Congratulations, Major Sharpe. And, of course, as Major, you may now command the detachment. All in order now, Colonel?
Well, of course, it's not my place to question the judgment of the Prince Regent. All I do know is that the Major here, who is in charge of a complex and combined operation, cannot rise to the purchase of a watch.